Good day, everyone. Good day. I am Rev Melissa, and on today's show, we are starting a new series inspired by one of the tools that Julia Cameron uses, and I want to share with you all. So it is called Believing Mirrors. And the question is, do you have one? Do you have a believing mirror in your life? So let's get started with the show. Good day. I'm back. Welcome. Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because, come on now, say it with me. We practice because practice makes progress. Yes, practice makes progress. So, I am an ordained interfaith minister, a spiritual life coach. My passion is to support people in transforming their lives. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you need support, if you have been looking for a spiritual life coach, here I am. You can reach out to me by going to Facebook, Instagram, sending me a direct message at I am Rev Melissa, and we can set up some time to talk. So welcome everyone. Welcome to today's show. And I just want to thank everyone that participated in our meditation with the full moon last night. We had a wonderful spiritual practice with the energy of the full moon, the flower moon, and we release by renouncing. We renounce what no longer serves us, and we focus on what is blooming, what is sinking to blossom within us. So if you missed it, you can check out the replay at I am Rev Melissa. Go to my YouTube channel and you will find it there, and do the meditation. Don't sit there and watch it. Actually participate in the spiritual practice. All right? Wonderful. So, today we're going to start a new series, Margaretta. All is well. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm excited. I mentioned Julia Cameron in the past, and I've shared some of her practices and some of her tools that she used. If you're not familiar, she is best known for her book, The Artist's Way, that was published over 30 years ago. And I've shared some of the tools like Artist Date, walking, writing your morning pages. I've shared those tools, asking for guidance. And so this morning, I was doing my spiritual practice and I got to grab something. I got to grab something. So you'll just bear with me while I grab what I need to grab, and I will be right back. I'm back. So this morning I was thinking about what I wanted to share in today's sip. And so I said, okay, God, what you got for me today, right? And so God said, girl, just go ahead and do your spiritual practice. I said, okay, all right, I'll do my spiritual practice. So I went to do my inspirational reading, which is from the Science of Mind magazine. And I open it up, and the title for today's guide is Believing Mirrors. Believing Mirrors. So I was like, that sounds real familiar, Believing Mirrors. And so I started reading it. So I'm going to share just the opening paragraph with you. In her classic book on creativity, The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron discusses the need to find people who serve as believing mirrors for us. These are people we can go to for encouragement. They are optimistic and hopeful, reflecting back to us our distinct gifts and emboldening us to envision for ourselves what we may not yet have discovered within. So, my question to you is, do you have a believing mirror in your life? Do you have that person that you can go to for encouragement? Do you have a person that you can go to who is optimistic, who is going to support you and possibly seeing things from an optimistic lens? Do you have those people, at least one, in your life? Do you have a believing mirror in your life? Now, some of us have unbelieving mirrors in our lives. Some of us have those people that we could call on when we're feeling down and blue, and they reflect to us how they feeling down and blue. They reflect back to us how they're feeling and see the world through a pessimistic lens. Many of us have those people who will get on the bandwagon of complaint, of doom, of oh my, what's going to happen, right? Those are easy. Those are easy to come by. But those people who believe in us, who can see a way through when we can't see a way through, those are the people that we want to cultivate in our lives. Those are the people we want to cultivate in our lives. The people who believe in us, believe in our gifts, our skills, and our talents when we may be feeling like, maybe I can't write. Maybe I'm not creative. Maybe this idea that I have really isn't a good idea, right? We can be that for people in our lives. So the question is two questions. Do you have believing mirrors in your life? And are you a believing mirror for someone else? Are you a believing mirror for someone else? So we're live today on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and streaming on New Thought Media Network. And one of my believing mirrors just popped up on Instagram, My Point of Light. And that is one of my seminary sisters, Rev Brooke. Hey, sis, it's good to see you. Definitely one of my believing mirrors. Definitely one of my believing mirrors. And my congregation of joy, you all are my believing mirrors, because I know that I could reach out to any one of you and you will lift me up. You will lift me up. And guess what? I will do the same for you. So let me check in with y'all and then we're going to get into it some more. Good day, Fee King. Yes, it was delicious. The meditation with the moon last night, y'all. Y'all want to check out the replay. Linda, good day to you from the mountains of Colorado. And say cool. I used to be that guy. You still are that guy, say cool, right? Yes. Say cool. You may have been more to more people before the stroke, but you are still a believing mirror. At least you are for me, and I know you are for Fee, and I know you are for the people who are in your intimate circle now. So you are still a believing mirror. So what am I inviting you to experience? What am I inviting you to practice this week? So let me share with you because I know Linda is blessed with believing mirrors in her life as well. Yes, Linda. So this is the invitation. I'm going to share with you a little bit from Finding Water. I just finished an amazing class with Joe Fostinos, who's been leading these very wonderful Artist Way classes. I've been doing them with him for almost 2 years now. Just been going through all of Julia Cameron's Artist Way books. So there are more than one. There's the original one called The Artist Way, and then she has a series of them under that same theme. And she calls it Continuing the Artist Way Journey. And this book is one of the books in her series, Finding Water. And it's one of my favorites. And I probably say that about everyone that I read, but I really, really enjoyed this one. And it's like a workbook. So you're not just reading it, you're also doing work. And she gives you exercises to do after each of the different courses, I would say, because this is a 12-week journey and you do something over those 12 weeks. So let me share this with you. And I invite you all to do this, right? Because what is SIP about? SIP is about the practice. It's about the practice. And that's also probably one of the reasons why I resonate so much with Julia Cameron's writing and her books, is because she's all about the practice as well. All about the practice, even if it's just 5 minutes. Her focus is on, artists, but artists is a huge umbrella, right? Artist is a huge umbrella. So for me, it's about being your gift. Being your gift by doing your gift. Be your gift by doing your gift, right? And we get to practice that. So this is what she says. This is one of her assignments. Take pen in hand and make a list of people you can go to for encouragement. These people are your believing mirrors. They may not be artists themselves, and they need not be. What they must be is optimistic believers in the essential goodness of life. You are a part of what they believe in. You are a part of what they believe in. They reflect back to you your competency and potential. They are on your side and bring to your discussion a sense of optimism and hope. You owe it to yourself to be in regular contact with these people. Some of the names on your list may be people with whom you have fallen out of contact. Pick up the phone anyway. Drop them a call or a line. Tag base with your believing mirrors. You may wish to tell them that you have undertaken work with this book and that they can expect to be hearing from you more regularly. You want to be in the company of people who are optimistic and believe in the essential goodness of life. This is the energy that you want to surround yourself in. And so if you're working on something, right? and you're feeling like, oh, I don't feel like working on this today. Or oh, I don't know why I thought I could do this. I really can't do this. Who am I playing with? Right? You pick up the phone, and it's important to pick up the phone, not text. It's very empowering to hear someone say to you how awesome you are. It's empowering to hear someone say to you, you got this because I got you. It's empowering to hear someone say, all right, so you're going to do this for 5 minutes today. After the 5 minutes are over, send me a text, right? It's someone that believes in you and someone that you trust to hold you in loving accountability. So, do you have those people in your life? So, write a list, and it doesn't have to be a long list. You just need a couple, right? You just need a couple. And as they become believing mirrors for you, because you're going to tell them what you're up to. Girl, let me tell you, I was listening to Morning Sip this morning, and Rev Melissa was talking about believing mirrors. So you know what that is? Girl, let me tell you, a believing mirror is someone in your life that sees the good in you, that believes in you, that knows that you're awesome, that someone who's your cheerleader. And girl, you are that for me. Did you know that? You didn't know? Well, let me tell you now because you are. And so this is what I'm up to, right? And then you share what you're up to. And then you could ask them, are you up to anything? Because I want to be a believing mirror for you as well. And that's it. It don't have to be no long drawn out story about how you've been struggling, about how you've been wanting to do this for years, about now that your children are going off to college, you can finally work on your book. Who said that? Who said that? Right? And you don't have to provide no excuses, no stories, no nothing. All you have to do, and I'm saying have to on purpose, all you have to do is just share from your heart. The person who you already know is in your corner, right? And let me be clear, if you feel like you got to convince somebody to be your believing mirror, guess what? They ain't your believing mirror. No convincing is necessary. If there is any hesitancy, because you might think, oh, this person is a believing mirror for me. And then you call them up and they're like, crickets? Or they start giving you excuses like, well, girl, you could call me, just on Mondays at 7. That ain't your believing mirror. That ain't your believing mirror. All right. We're only talking about those people who will be there for you. You know they will be there for you. You might call them and get their voicemail and you leave a message and you know they will call you back. They will call you back. And they'll be like, girl, what's up? What you got? What you need? I'm here. Your believing mirror reflects back to you the wonderfulness that you are, the gift that you are, the creative light in this world that you are. They reflect that back to you. They're not reflecting back the world. They're not reflecting back the news. They're not reflecting back what Cray Cray done did. They're not reflecting back the challenges they're having in their own lives. They're not reflecting back none of that. It is simply about believing in you. Optimistic, uplifting, inspiring. That's it. That's all that's required. So, write your list. This is today's assignment. Just write your list. And I know as I was saying all that I just said, that people started coming into your mind. Oh, yes. Even if you haven't, I have a girlfriend and she's one of my best friends. And we haven't spoken in years. We text every now and then, but we haven't spoken in years. And yet I know I could pick up the phone today and call her, and she will be right there for me. Those are the type of people I'm talking about. I have another friend. We probably talk every 3 or 4 months or something like that. And we have our little catch up calls, and we might be on the phone for 2 or 3 hours. I could call her at any time and she will be optimistic. She will encourage me, and I will do the same for her. So these are the people that I am talking about. Okay. So have a couple, no long 20 listen. No, 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 no. 3 or 4 people, maybe 5, maybe. Okay. All right. That's today's assignment. Just write the list. That's it. That's it. Just write the list. All right, y'all. All right, now. So let me check in, and then we're going to get into some joy news. All right, now, Fee King. All right. She's listening. She's picking up the phone. Yes, 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 yes. Get your believing mirrors. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Fee. Believing mirror is someone in your life that sees the good in you. Yes. Speaking it into existence and doing this today. Believe in mirror. I love that, Fee. Believe in mirror. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Fee. Fee said, Rora in my Scooby Doo voice. All right. And who is your believing mirror reflects back to you the gift that you are. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I love my lost. Fatima West. Oh, I love my list. Okay, we got that. We got that, Fatima West. Yes, I know you got a list, Fatima West. Yes. All right. So tomorrow, I want to know if you just did your list, and then tomorrow I'll give you the next thing to do. All right. So this is where we are. Believing mirror, be one for someone, and write your list of people who are that for you. All right. So let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. So today is Wednesday, and tonight we are in our community cafe book study. And we started last Sunday. It was amazing. We have about a dozen people who are participating. So it's not too late. You can still join the book study. We are using, reading, and living. Because, like I said, it's not a book that you just read, it's a book that you live. And the book is Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now by Sekou Writes. And this is our first community cafe book study where we have the author in our midst. And Sekou shared. Oh my goodness. So transparent, so vulnerable, so authentic in his sharing about his process, right? So it just gets better and better, y'all. So we are doing what Sekou wrote in the book. He has practices and activities. He has a playlist. We're listening to the music. We're writing. We're doing all of the commandments. So it is an emergency survival guide and 10 easy commandments. He gives us a bonus commandment at the end. So join us. Just go to rocklandcsl.org, 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Click on the Zoom link for our community cafe under events, and you'll be in the Zoom room. We are asking for a love offering, which will go to the author, Sekou Writes. All right. So I hope to see you all tonight. And we're doing this every Wednesday in the month of May and June. Okay. So it's about 10 weeks, somewhere around there. All right. So join us. Let me see what else is going on. So I have been sharing that I'm going to teach a class, self-emergence, self-mastery, emergence of the true self. I decided to postpone the class until September. It's just a whole bunch of stuff up right now. And a couple of folks who want to take the class aren't able to take it right now. So I just decided, you know what? Let's just postpone it to September when we're all ready to get back to school. Because May, June, the energy in May, June is energy of like bringing things to completion and graduation, right? So we'll start in September. So stay tuned for that. And lastly, I want to share that I will be doing a 4-week intensive group spiritual life coaching for June, for the month of June, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We just wrapped up our second cohort of our group spiritual life coaching last night. And so we're going to start again June, just 4 weeks, intensive spiritual life coaching group. So if you're interested, I only have 3 slots left. It's 8 people altogether, and I already got 5 of those slots filled. So 3 slots are available. If you're interested, send me a direct message at iamrevmelissa on Facebook and on Instagram. If you have my personal information, just send me a text and let me know that you're interested. Okay. So that is starting the first Tuesday in June. I believe that's June 3rd, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. All right. So I think that's all the joy news I will share today, except for one other thing. I want to give a shout out and please support another amazing creative artist, writer, Fee King. Let me pull up Fee King's book. I was looking for the book, not the show. Here we go. Her Story Unstuck. So please support Fee King. She's part of our Congregation of Joy. And I love that she says, you're responsible for your healing. You, no one else, you are responsible for your healing. And she shares her journey to healing through a relationship that she had. And it is an amazing, amazing, revealing, and very vulnerable book as well. So support Fee King, support Sekou Writes, support yourself by writing that list of your believing mirrors, writing your list of believing mirrors. And I'll see you all tomorrow right here for another episode of Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, our Believing Mirror series. Peace and blessings, everybody. I love you much. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.